race, the NOS Energy Clash. I'm excited for this one. We got 19 drivers looking to make way onto the track here. We're at Daytona. It's gonna be a 30-lap dash for the cash, I guess, if you want to call it that. So, well, as you can see, there's the starting lineup. Anyways, let's just get this stuff started. Shit. Because my computer lagged a little bit, I didn't even get a chance to fucking... Still backstretch. Alright, here we go. Those engines sound loud. I'm gonna do the pause here so that way we don't miss the start of the race. Turn down the engine sounds a little bit. Good. Alright. Alright, pace car is off. We are underway here at Daytona. Cody Lamas and Alex Miller side by side exiting corner, but Lamas gets the jump on the inside now that we're in the corner. Off of the corner now as we run down the back straightaway for the first time today. Looks like Lamas is going to go up high on Alex Miller, but now here comes Ryan Vaughn to the inside of Lamas. With a push from Bryce Riles by the looks of it. Looks like Bryce Riles now is going to try to get to the inside of Ryan Vaughn to lead the first lap. He does it. Maybe. Yes, he does. Drivers running at speeds above 200 miles an hour around this long 2.5-mile circuit. Will Alan Bledsoe look to the inside of Bryce going in turn 3? No, he won't. Merrick Ishtar now runs third. Miles Leinhart takes fourth, but he looks to the inside of Merrick. Doesn't quite get there. Now here comes John Mullen to the inside of RJ Bishop there on the inside line. 3 wide across the line. Oh, it looks like Vaughn and Lamas both got on the wall exiting the dry hole there. As now Alan Bledsoe goes to the lead. Looks like Onesto and Quickborn both are running on the apron for some reason. Managed to keep it straight and not lose very many spots. Here comes John Mullen out to the inside of Leinhart, going in turn 3. Chase Carpenter in the 88, also to the inside of Riles for, and out to the inside of Leinhart for a fourth. 3 wide once again farther back as DJ McWhorter gets to the inside. Never mind, I guess. He backed out of there. Damn it. Mullen's up to second now. Can he make a move early on in the going here? Carpenter up to third. Riles manages to get back down to the bottom lane and stay in fourth. For the lead, here they come down in turn 3. Mullen is there to the inside of Bledsoe. Now here comes Riles once again trying to get to the inside of Mullen. Can he lead the lap this time? No. Mullen will lead. As Riles now gets the push from Carpenter and Bishop, while Mullen has no help on the outside. Riles once again leading in this race. Once again, 30 laps. And I believe with the one-time fuel and tire use that I'm going to be using for this season, I don't think they need to pit. I could be wrong about that, though. So it looks like one car's lagging behind the field. It looks like it's a Sami Kiro in the 18. Riles continues to lead as they run side by side most of the way down the field. Mullen's still trying to hang strong without any drafting help on the outside. So now Quickborn goes up to the high side. And Joy Ravenhurst joins him as well. Can they do something on the high side? Probably not. Knowing the fact that the inside line is king here, as now Ravenhurst goes back to the bottom lane in front of Alex Miller. Here comes Chase Carpenter now to the inside of RJ Bishop. Second. Down and back straight away for the 7th time in this race. The pack is still going strong. Ryan Vaughn has managed to get back up to 4th, despite the right side damage you saw for a brief second there. Like, you can see the damage right there on his right side. He still somehow was able to get back up to 4th. Just goes to show draft is the great equalizer. Even a slight scrape to the right side will keep you in the hunt. But as Ryan Vaughn gets kicked up to that side, you see just how far back he fell from 4th. He's already back outside the top end. Ravenhurst looks to get the inside of McWhorter for 3rd. She does. McWhorter now with no drafting help will fall way back. Ravenhurst now to the inside of Carpenter for 2nd. Riles continues to lead. Ravenhurst looks to take the lead away from Riles, can't quite get there. Carpenter and Miller not falling back as fast because they are drafting with each other on the high side. Here comes Ravenhurst down to the inside of Riles for the lead. And she's there with help from Miles Lionheart. Looks like Asami Kiro has lost the draft. You saw her there briefly, way behind the pack. 3 wide for 2nd now. As here comes Paul Bledsoe. Oh, Riles hard in the wall. They keep it straight as Onesto has to dive down to the apron just to stay off of everybody. That's going to slow up the field as he comes back up in front of everybody back there. We now have a 6-car breakaway up front now, as we are coming into the 3rd of the way mark, done with this race. Ravenhurst leads with Paul Bledsoe in 2nd. The defending 2x500 winner. Running good at this track. Once again. As now, here comes Kyle Corbin, name we have not mentioned yet today, to the inside of Paul for 2nd. As the 2nd pack quickly catches back up to the 1st. Paul Bledsoe now falling way back as he has no drafting help on the outside. Here comes Ishtar now to the inside of Vaughn for 3rd. Onesto now, a name we've mentioned a couple of times. Also cracking the top 5 now as he through turns 3 and 4. Ow. Corbett now kicked to the high side. Ravenhurst continues to lead this race, though, as now Onesto drops to the inside of Ishtar for second, with help from John Mullen. Alan Bledsoe also kicked up to the high side, and now Mullen kicks Onesto to the high side. At the line, Mullen will have second. As they round turn 1 and 2 for the 13th time today. Eugene DeMax, a name we have not mentioned yet today, already up to 4th, as here comes Mullen now to the inside of Ravenhurst for the lead. DeMax now looking to take 3rd from RJ Bishop as they round turns 3 and 4. Ravenhurst strong on the outside, but Mullen will still lead at the line. Oh, Bishop hard in the wall again. And it looks like Corbett got a piece of it as well. Carpenter running the apron. Remember, there is no out of bounds on the straightaways here. You can pass if you go below the WL line. Looks like these drivers aren't going to take the chance, though, as Ravenhurst took a peek underneath Mullen, but thought better of it going into the corner. The top 8 or 9 cars now single file as Carpenter decides to pull out a line right as I was saying that. Coming down to halfway this time by, as the pack strings out single file currently. Here comes Carpenter now to the inside of DeMax, but because he has no drafting help, he actually almost lost a spot to Alex Miller. Oh! Apparently 2 cars made a pit stop, and those are Ryan Vaughn and Kyle Corbett. Do I sometimes? I was just being an idiot? I do not know. Because it doesn't fucking say. Oh. And remember when I said in excess of 200 miles an hour? Yeah. Right up here. Just to show you just how horsepower is in these cars. 900 horsepower, 3,300 pounds of V8 engines as well. So now Corbett gets in the way of the leaders, who have to slow up, almost, just to avoid running him over. As now Mullen will use Ravenhurst as a pick in order to stay in the lead. My only question is, why did Corbett and... Oh! Almost had a big wreck there. Now my question is, why did Corbett and Vaughn pit? Corbett got into the wall again. Oh, I guess Corbett and Vaughn just decided to pit, and I guess because you need the draft to work together here. As we now have 18 laps in the books at Daytona. the only car on a high line right now. No drafting help whatsoever. Here comes Carpenter now. And Ishtar. Trying to make a move to the inside. Riles back up to second after making contact with the wall earlier in the race. In case you can't tell, I'm not feeling all that well. Feeling well enough to make this race happen. Though, so don't worry about me. Mullen with a good gap to Riles right now. As they speed down the back straightaway for the 20th time today, it looks like Cody Lamas has lost the draft. Ishtar now into the inside of Carpenter for second. Can Mullen continue to lead this race? It's been him for almost 10 laps. Leader of the race. Here comes Corbett now around Onesto. However, he's not in position. He is a lap down. Instead, it is the car behind him, Lionheart, that will be in 5th place. Ishtar's got a fast car, but can he get around Mullen? Here comes now Alan Bledsoe trying to get to the inside of the Max. Can't quite get there. Again, Alan Bledsoe trying to get to the inside of the Max, but because he has no drafting help, because nobody else stepped out of line, can't get there. Said Lionheart will be shuffled out of the line. Field within a turn of lapping Asami Kiro. There you see you're on the screen right now. Once again, Alan Bledsoe trying to get to the inside of the Max, but because no one is going with him, he's relegated to staying behind the Max in 4th. And whoever he gets next to going in turn just gets shuffled out of line. John Mullen trying to find a way to get around Asami, but can't quite get there, gets caught up behind her. This will certainly slow up the rest of the field. Mullen decides to go low. Ishtar is going to get shuffled out of line here. DeMax up to second now. As Alan Bledsoe now gets kicked out of line, 3 wide now for 3rd. As Asami tries to... Oh, we have pit stops very late in the race. We're coming to 5 to go, and we have cars in pit road. That was hairy right there. guess it's just a matter of who can make it off pit road the fastest. As cars hit their pit stalls with their visible pit boxes, because I have those off to try and save as much frames per second as possible. Who of this pack of cars will try to make the pit road? As Lamas hits pit road now. Mullen is coming in. Basically, everyone who was on the inside line at that point will be coming in. Only 2 lead lap cars left to pit. Bledsoe. McWhorter. While Corbett and Vaughn are trying to short pit. They're trying to make it so that way they don't have to pit when everybody else does, and maybe make it back around before everybody else. It's a bold strategy. Let's see how it plays out, as now Corbett gets to the inside of McWhorter. Bledsoe waving his hand. He's signaling to the 2 people behind him that he's not pitting, but McWhorter gets caught up and has to slow up to dive behind the 24. I don't think Corbett and Vaughn had the speed in order to get their strategy working. Will Bledsoe and McWhorter get off pit road before Mullen comes back around? I don't think they will. Mullen with a huge advantage now. McWhorter beats Bledsoe off pit road, but just as Mullen is coming up. Mullen already up to almost full speed, going only 195 without the draft. McWhorter just barely gets right in front of Asami. He might have a shot at the win now. Coming to 2 laps to go now. As McWhorter now, with the drafting speed, gets to the inside of Mullen. Mullen blocks, but can't quite get there. Side-by-side contact might have been made. As DJ McWhorter now takes the lead with 2 laps to go. Now, a lap and a half to go. Can either Onesto or DeMax try and get around Asami Kiro and get to McWhorter? DeMax is trying. He's to the inside of Onesto now. 1 lap to go here at Daytona. Can DeMax use the power of the draft to catch up to Usami? Can he get there? No, he's going to try and... Mullen's going to try and get to the inside of DeMax. That is all the 84 of DJ McWhorter wanted to see in his mirror, was racing behind him. Coming to the line, it's going to be DJ McWhorter winning the NOS Energy Clash. With a powerful move around John Mullen, with 3 coming to 2 to go, rather. As the field cycles around now. We apparently still got cars coming up. There we go. McWhorter, Mullen, Bledsoe, DeMax, Lionheart, your top 5. That was an amazing pass by DJ coming to Tudico. Gotta hand it to that Wolfpack Racing crew. And to think, this race took less than half an hour, apparently. as you see in the time down at the bottom of the screen. Oh. The Two Kinds 500 should be interesting. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention, teams are using a specialized design on the tires for the Two Kinds 500. But, they're using it for the NOS Energy Clash as well, I guess, because I forgot to change the tire texture. But that's beside the point. All that matters is that one team will be celebrating, and not just because they won the race, but also because they're now locked in as one of the 5 drivers to be guaranteed a spot in the All-Star Challenge later on this season. And McWhorter is the one. So, thank you all for watching this race. And as always,